YouTube, Instagram. Q&A session. Let's give me some questions, good questions. I want to help you guys grow your businesses, make some more money. We're in June, we're in summer officially already. Very hot here in Miami. We'll cover some of your guys' questions, help you grow, help you scale more profitably with your businesses. Been tremendous last month for our business. So I'm very excited for what summer will bring us. And yeah, please drop your questions in the chat here. YouTube, you should have the option. Drop one in the chat if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay. Just want to make sure that everything's working well. Just drop one, please, in the chat so that I can answer your questions. Hey, Balu. Nice to meet you, sir or lady. Sometimes I'm saying sir, and it's not actually sir. It's a lady. So, hey, Grace. Hey. Already getting some good questions here. Please just drop one in the chat. Just drop one in the chat if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay. Make sure that everything is on point. And we get started. So Gaurav here already had some good question. How to overcome inconsistency in Facebook even after having a lot of good creatives being tested every week. Gaurav, I would need to check your creatives, see how good they are. You know, not every creative is created equal. Not every creative is creative equal. And, you know, some creatives are just better than others. So I'd have to check your website. Please DM me on Instagram, Gaurav. I'll give you some feedback, see how I can help. Overall, how do you overcome inconsistency? How do you overcome inconsistency who's better economics? What I mean by that is you need to focus heavy on your conversion rate, on your average order value. So pretty much the whole business, e-commerce business, is like only a few variables that are important. After you've chosen your product, and if product has been validated in the market, something that people are buying it, and that's something that's already kind of, you know, for sure selling, then it's creatives, big element, but also your funnel, your average order value and conversion rate. So on our side, in our business, we're constantly optimizing the conversion rate. We're observing the heat maps. We're observing the video session recordings to see where people drop off, to see, you know, if they're, for example, in frequently asked questions section, if they're like looking at the questions and answers and they're not finding the question or answer they were looking for. Now we know that we need to add some extra elements to the frequently asked questions section to give people to remove the objections that they have about the product. And so that is a constant process of optimization. Gaurav, if you can drop some numbers that you get, like average order value, conversion rate, so that I can give you some feedback. But that's one of the reasons why you might not be consistent with Facebook ads, because your metrics, your conversion rate are not good enough, right? And basically you're losing auctions because of that. So inconsistency happens when you're competing with other people for the same auctions to place your ads in front of the right audience, but then you're losing to your competition. So which means your competition either has better creatives or they have a better funnel, better conversion rate, so that they're beating you and they're winning that auction. And Gaurav, thank you so much for the contest with product. We already did 200K. Good job, my man. But recently we just changed our Facebook profile, and suddenly a lot of inconsistency after that. Change the profile back. Change the profile back if you can. If you got it banned, then if you got it banned, then, you know, reach out. I might be able to help you with some of the resources that we have, so that you can get your profile back. You can advertise from there. Average order value $20, conversion rate is 6%, CPC is 40 cents, CPM 15.20. Thank you so much for sharing. These are decent numbers. Conversion rate is great. AOV is pretty low, right? So unless you have, you know, some other products that you sell to the same customer, or maybe you have a product that is like recurring, or maybe you have, let's say people buy the product and then in 1 month they need to buy the product again. If you don't have those things in place, it will be very hard for you to scale. Like if this is just like one-time transaction, over time as you scale your business, the only direction that the ad costs and everything goes is up, right? So in 1 year from now, the ad costs and CPMs and cost per click will probably be more expensive because there's more advertisers getting into the game. And so what I would look for is either introducing some kind of like membership subscription, or if your product doesn't have that, then I would start looking for the product that either a higher price point so you make more money from each transaction, or making sure that I'm selling the product that even if it's cheap on the front end, but people would come back and buy again in 1-2 months. So consumable kind of products, supplements, creams, something that people would come back and buy again. So that's how to tackle that inconsistency long term. Let me know if that's kind of the product that you're selling, Gaurav, and I'll see how I can help you. Conversion rate is great though, right? 6%. But yeah, AOV is very low. That's usually where the problem happen. All right. So, some good questions here. Hey man, what are the some third-party payment processors you would suggest if we're not in the United States? No Shopify payments. Thanks, brother. So, some of the payment processors I would look into Reach. Reach is a good payment processing, specifically international. So I would look into Reach. I would look into checkout.com as well. They require like a minimum processing volume, so it will be specific numbers that you need to hit, or you need to show them specific like statements that you're processing a volume, like a few $100,000 a month usually. So that's what I would do. And if you're not in the United States, it's not a problem because you can register the company in the United States and you can get Shopify payments for that company. Many of our clients are utilizing that setup. When I was not in the United States, I still had US entity for which I had all of the payment processing and was able to process payments. How likely it is to have a winning product on your first one? I mean, it's like a lottery, right? Winning product on the first one. If you're learning, if you're still accumulating the experience, the chances are probably like 10%, 20%. As you're getting better, you probably will be hitting like 30, 40, 50% or higher. When we're testing new products, we're probably like 60, 70%. But we don't roll out. We don't just start selling like a specific product. First, we're testing that product with email. We're testing it with upsells. So we're making sure that the product that we'll be introducing actually is selling. So we don't buy like inventory for the products that don't, they're not validated, right? So it's very important to validate the product first before you buy the inventory and go all in. I am in China. Which kind of business I can start with? You can start any business, you know. If I don't know the logistics in China. I know it's like last week we had a call with our client from China. The internet was pretty slow, so you can start any business. You can start any business. I mean, internet is everywhere. I'm not sure the VPNs and stuff will allow you to kind of like do certain things. But I know a lot of people that are based in China that are selling, you know, using Facebook ads, using like the same model pretty much on Shopify, and they're doing great numbers. So that's let's fucking go. Look at this guy, Vincent, my man, been in BBA. I've been in BBA for around 30 days now. I've gone from inconsistent $200, $400 days to now consistently doing $2,000 to $4,000 per day. What are the most important actions to take to maintain consistency? Vincent, my man, woo, good stuff. What you can do here is just continue optimizing. It's never stop, you know, introducing new creatives, like testing different formats. That's how you maintain that consistency. You find new winning ads, and besides that, make sure that you have you're also optimizing your funnel, right? Like your upsell sequences, right? Different products on the back end that you sell to the same customer. Introduce email SMS. That will add another, 10, 15, 20, could be even 30% of your revenue. So it's kind of like start thinking about the business as a whole ecosystem, not just like the, kind of you're running ads and then you're profitable from that, from that ad. That can happen to the certain scale, but then as you want to scale farther, you need to start optimizing different areas of the business. Email, SMS, we have great training inside of the BBA. Also, like Google Ads, at least basic brand search. So if you're advertising on Facebook, you also need to be on Google. Very important, because certain people will just see the name of your brand and they'll forget to buy. They'll not buy from the ad, but they'll go to Google, they'll search for your brand name. And if you're not popping up on top for those keywords, then they'll go ahead and buy from your competitor. So start implementing those things, and that's how you get consistency. That's how you get higher profit margin, so you can scale even more from 2K per day, to 5, 10K a day and beyond. Winston, so happy for you, sir. So happy. Edward is asking, what is the best niche for test now? I personally like health and beauty niche. I think it's the most like consistent. There's always new products to sell. There's always certain things that you can help people with, and that's my favorite. Pet niche is great too. There's a lot of pet owners in the United States always looking to buy stuff for their pets, for the dogs, for cats, for for, I don't know, maybe some other animals too. I don't know. There's you can look into it. Home and garden. Now, garden is probably already like, it's kind of seasonal. So springtime, you get like a lot of momentum within the gardening niche, and that is something that kind of like drops off like in June. So gardening probably won't be the best. I would stick either pets or health and beauty. These two niches. Edward, thank you for asking, sir. Vincent, my man. Test 3 creatives per day, 3 interests per day per winning creative. Is this enough to maintain consistency, keep on scaling, or should I test more? I'm currently only on Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, definitely add some Google. As you advertising, you're spending a few $1,000s a day on ads. Definitely add some Google brand search. Like, it will have like great returns. We have Vincent. Please check out the training inside of the BBA for Google. We just added some great training there. Then is it enough to maintain consistency? It's pretty good, like, volume of testing. I would see if you can play with cost caps. Like, if you have like really like winning creative that's performing well for you, whether you can experiment with cost caps or bid caps to get that winning creative in front of more people, right? That's what we do. Like, we're testing very simply, like we also with interest or even broad audiences. And then when we find a winning piece of content, then we're trying to scale that piece of content to put it in front of more people. Advantage Plus campaigns working pretty well for us as well. So those Winston, are for you. Please don't stop testing new creatives. And you also added, you haven't yet split tested offers and landing pages, but we'll definitely do. My man, let's do it. Yeah, I think that's another big massive leverage point. What you can do is experiment different offers, like buy one get one free, buy two get two free, buy two get one free. You can add like a ebook or something like that, that kind of like comes with your product. You can give like a free product if people buy a bigger package. There's many different things you can do on the offer side of things in order to increase your average order value, be more profitable from every sale. My man, thank you so much, Vincent, for making such an awesome product. Thank you so much for following through, for executing. So happy for you. and looking forward to see you at 10K a day. That's man, that just made my day here. That just made my day. All right. What is the right way to test offers? Reliable speed. Reliable speed. All right. What's the right way to test offers? If you can be more specific, what kind of offers? If you mean like offers for specific products on the product page, then just create a duplicate of the product page and drive traffic there and see how it converts. How many clicks you sent to that product page or to that landing page? How many of those converted into the sales? And then see, if it makes sense to switch. I prefer to do it on the side, not to change suddenly something on the main product page, because that can work, but also it can also hurt your sales. So I would just create a duplicate landing page, product page, test offers there. And very good question. Do you use your brand's Facebook page to run ads or whitelisted pages? That is a good question. That is it. Bo Shiesti. Sir, we use both. Such a good question and such a great example, like of kind of like thinking bigger with marketing. Like once you got some momentum with your main page, definitely makes sense to run some other pages, run ads from content creators. If you have like a good influencer content creator, you can run ads from their pages as well. We use software called InSense. I think we're posting the interview with the founder this week on my YouTube channel, so please make sure to subscribe. And it will be amazing conversation we had. Both. The more ways you can have to kind of like, just let's say someone sees your ad once from your page, right? Then they see the ad from another page also talking about your product. Then they see another ad from another page also talking about your product. So people from the outside, they're like, oh wow, this product is everywhere. Everyone is talking about this product. Everyone is excited about this product. Everyone is buying this product. So now I got to buy it too. And that's how you get the money. Get the money. When saying it, would it be a good idea to start new cold campaign on, for example, 5 different ad accounts to see if one delivers better results than the current one? You can do it. You can definitely test it out. You can definitely test it out. If I mean that oftentimes makes a big difference. Different accounts would have different CPMs and would just be like having better like reputation with Facebook. So yeah, I would definitely like test it out. But yeah, don't lose the focus from testing creatives and offers. That will probably be the biggest needle mover. Question here from Jayant: why you choose e-commerce over pay-per-call? Jayant, I think both are great opportunities. I just love e-commerce. I don't know. I like to sell stuff. I like to sell physical products, something tangible. I think both are great opportunities. Whichever one you stick to, just aim to become the best at it. And I think both are great opportunities. If you're on pay-per-call, keep mastering that craft. It's all about what you enjoy doing. Like if you like doing that and it makes you money, makes you happy, and provides for your family, for yourself, have a good life. Keep doing that. For me, e-commerce is the best. I love e-commerce. Also, pay-per-call business you cannot sell. Like, I don't know, unless it's like a very big, very structured business, you promoting the offer and then the offer goes away. With e-commerce, you can build a brand and sell it for millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. For me, that is a priority right now. I'm not looking to make like, $100,000, so like make like $1 million. Like I'm looking to make like tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars. So I the way I see that can be done is just by selling brands, and that's what I personally like to do. But great question, Jayant. Keep doing what you're doing, my man. Keep mastering that. Have Saad Bati, you ask here. Experience means literal experience, not a newbie. As I've learned on all my money testing, scaling strategies, and all other experiences. Let me see what is a Okay, how to find clients, reach out to people. I mean, with service providers, it's all about the value, right? Like if you build like trust with service providers, like I would just start like posting organically, reaching out to people. You need like few good case studies, right, so that you can get even more clients. That's how I started. I started as a freelancer, pretty much working with clients, like mastering that craft, and then launching my own brands. So that's the path that I would take. Just make sure focusing on results, focus on specific segment of the market. I would go like very niche. I would like, okay, I'm only working with brands in beauty niche or health niche or pets niche, right? And so kind of like niching down a lot, and just mastering that, and from there, expanding and building company, and eventually building your own brand. Like that's, I think, long term is the best thing that you can do for yourself and for your family. Thank brother. One other question. Had a recent ad campaign. CPC was amazing. It was 15 cents, and I had 200 people. 200 people on my website, 75 add to cart, pretty good. 45 started checking out, but I didn't get any sales. I would check your payment processing if everything is on point there. I don't know if it's something technical that people didn't go through. Then I would also install Clarity, Microsoft Clarity. It's a free tool that allows you to record all of the sessions from your website. You can also use Hotjar to record sessions from your website, and that's what I would do. And then you'll figure it out. I mean, this is very good metrics, but also it could be your. I mean, people started initiating checkout. It's fascinating. I would just investigate it. Further. I would figure out like why exactly they did not complete the purchase. And you can do that by analyzing video session recordings. Reliable speed, sir. Thank you so much for the question. Also, from my man Bo Shiesti, what formula have you seen work best for ads? For example, native style image advertorial product page. Thanks for all the great videos you make. Man, it's helped me a lot. Woo! That's why I'm here. Help you guys, educate you guys, and just contribute and bring value. So thank you so much for this. What format? Native style image advertorial product page. Yeah, that's a good format. I would, for some products you can get away with images, just like good looking images. You just see images, product images, and maybe even curiosity driven images. But for some you need like more education. So I would do, let's say, 1 to 5 minute VSLs, educate people even more, getting people excited even more, and then getting them to advertorial on the product page. And that's what I would do here. I would test. If images work, just create a lot of variations of images. They're easy to put together. You can try using like AI images as well, and that's something I would experiment with. But that depends usually on the type of product. If your product requires a lot of education, then you probably would need like a VSL to get the optimal results and to make it the most scalable. Boshi ST, please let me know if that makes sense, my man. Reliable speed, sir. Thanks, browser. Just recently stumbled upon your videos. I'm addicted. So much value. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Advert Skyper, I'm waiting for your interview with Luke Belmar. Okay. I'll see. I'll see what we can do there. Thank you, Edward. Also forgot to appreciate. Oh man, I mean, you guys. You guys are so kind. Thank you so much. I forgot to appreciate the great work on Instagram, YouTube, the knowledge case studies you provided. Literally a gem. Thank you, Saad. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Bo. You guys are so amazing. You literally just made my day. So Mark Sutter, can I start with zero money to start a business? You can start for sure. You would have to go like and do some organic stuff, organic marketing, because the biggest expense in business is just acquiring new customers and marketing, and that's something that you'd have to do organically if you're low on budget. I personally started by offering like service to clients, like being freelancer, like running their ads, and accumulated money, and then learn about e-commerce, like kind of like on on other people expense, pretty much, right? Like I learn, I give them results, but also I learn a lot, and then I started my e-commerce business. So that's one of the alternatives how you can do it. If you're low on budget, start with a service, do it well, learn it, master it, and then transition to running your own stuff. Sakharok 44. Still remember Ukrainian language. I still do remember Ukrainian language. All right. So MRTNRO just launched a VSL of 5 minutes. I'm answering questions from Instagram, by the way, so guys. So if you don't see the answers, sorry, the questions. I'm sorry, I just don't have the capacity to show them in the chat on the video. Just launched the VSL of 5 minutes in the anti-aging niche that has 10% click-through rate. Wow, 10% click-through rate is crazy. But $200 CPM after 500 spent and 5 days. Any advice? Sir, I'm pretty sure your VSL is quite aggressive. A lot of skin. Maybe you're scaring people a lot. And so, yeah, that's something that I would look into. Kind of like maybe your ads are simply too aggressive, but also overall, like anti-aging niche is quite competitive. If you have like good advertorials and stuff, you can try running image ads, AI image ads, like regular UGC ads, and see if it gets you better costs. 200 CPMs are a bit excessive. In a beauty niche, we're getting like, $60, sometimes $80 CPMs, and it's very profitable. But 200 is a bit overkill. Alternatively, you can just use a different ad account. That's also an option. Those are the things. Like kind of the quality of your ads, maybe a lot of aggressive material. You're scaring people a lot. You're showing them like a lot of wrinkles. Obviously, I know it's hard to do without it. And but then even $200 CPMs. Okay, $200 CPMs. You have 10% click-through rate. All right, so what does a click cost? Like, let me calculate it. $200 CPMs, which is showing your ads to 1,000 people, but then 10% of those are clicking. So you have, what is that? 200? Is it $10 cost per click? $20 cost per click? Is that okay? Yeah, my math sucks. I'll test different ad accounts and would test less aggressive ads. MRT NRO, sir. Okay, bro. When customer buy with my store is this in time, I need to pay the supplier, or all of this is automatic, depending what solution you use. There's some softwares with like automatic fulfillment, like Zendrop. If you work with a private agent, by the way, guys, please just DM me agents. I'll send you my good agents that we work with for a long time. Great people. They can help you with fulfilling your orders. They'll need at least like 50, 100 orders per day in order for this to make sense for them. But if you're just starting out, Zendrop can do automatic fulfillment. I think they just will charge your credit card or something, and that's what you can do there. Studio Shannon Alex under Murphy, scale by budget or scale by duplicate campaign. I like to scale by budget, but that's my personal preference. You can scale by duplicate campaign, but also you don't want to have your like ad account like very complex with like 50 different campaigns, right? So ideally scale by budget. That's my personal recommendation. Hey, Alex, what do you think it's like the minimum to start? And what do you think was a budget 100 to 120 euros to start? Pretty tight, but the only way that I would start with that kind of budget is first, if you can do some service like video editing, graphic design, managing people's ads, like do something to accumulate that initial like capital. Number one. Number two, TikTok organic, becoming a TikTok shop affiliate. That's another good option right now, like people making good money without the a lot of expense. And that is what I would do. Rick Shaw, if you have any questions, please reach out to our support at ecommercehealingsecret.com so that we can help you out. Rick had a bad day. We are not in business of if you have any questions, Rick, please, I just dropped the email here and we will get it sorted. Hey, Alex, what do you think it's like the minimum budget to start? So I already answered that one. Shavon 007, which ad format is best for dropshipping, photo, videos, stories, carousel, slideshow, or collection? It depends on the product, Shavon. So I would start with photos, right? See if those convert. And ideally, like you just find 2-3 competitors, like see what kind of formats they're using, use that as a starting point, and then on the side test these other different formats. I like to use a tool called Get Hooked. I'll share the link with you guys. So pretty much it gives you the breakdown of all of the ads that your competitor is using, and so that gives me like a good indication what kind of format I need to create. Was there a need to create photos, videos? If my competitor is using videos, I probably need to use videos as well, especially if they're doing good numbers. They're running a lot of ads. If they're using carousels, I probably need to do some carousels as well. But I would use that data to make these kind of decisions. And some of the questions here are repeated. What is the actual real cost to start up? When it comes to e-commerce business, if you start with dropshipping model, it's like a few $1,000s. That is a cost to start up, because you don't have to buy all of the inventory up front, which is usually the biggest expense besides marketing. So that is what it is in my experience. It's a few $1,000s startup capital for e-commerce. Hi, hope you're okay. Just wondering, when you say beauty, do you mean things like hair loss oil? Yeah, that's one of the products in that niche, like health beauty. That's a good product. For TikTok ads, how much would you spend on ads to cart before moving to complete payment? TikTok ads. Let me see. TikTok ads. TikTok ads. 50 to $100. Oh, actually, before, how much to season the pixel? Yeah, probably like $200-$300. That's in my experience. I'm not like, Facebook isn't my main area of expertise. I'm not that experienced with TikTok ads. But that's what I've heard from people that are running this on a scale. What is your thought to a very new brand when I'm completely overwhelmed with product launch? I feel there's so much info for people who already have a great brand. Uniquely home. If you can give me more context, exactly which things that you are overwhelmed by, so that I can give you more context. At the beginning, any business you start, it's kind of messy. There's many different moving parts, and especially if you do everything by yourself, that is totally that is totally normal. Like, that's totally normal. That's part of doing business. And so, yeah, if you uniquely home, if you can just DM me and tell me exactly where you have the biggest constraints or where you're overwhelmed the most, so I can see how I can help you. All right, so do you have advice for high school student? High school student. Oh man, I mean, it depends kind of like what your objectives are in life. For many people, it's go to school and get a job. But if you're here, you're probably not looking for that. So, um, high school student, find a good community online where you can just get into, learn from people who have done, build the business that you want to build. If you're looking in that direction, if you want to be entrepreneur, and start learning and executing. That's my main advice. Just model someone who's already successful. What is startup? Okay, so this one I have answered. What is better, digital drop shipping or product drop shipping? I mean, I personally like product drop shipping. Like, you can build a brand out of it. With digital drop shipping, you can make some money, but then you're not building anything long term. For me, it's always physical products. And I set up my store but didn't get any order. Awesome. I mean, you made first steps, Queen Omidi. Now you need to focus on the marketing side of things, either organic, TikTok, or like paid advertising. And we have some good questions here on YouTube and Twitter. So your journey is inspiration for me. Maybe you are the only one in your entire family who achieved success like this. Thank you, Jayant. Yeah, like that's there needs to be someone in the family, right, who starts on this path. Thank you so much for kind words. What do you think of Funnelish for advertorial funnels instead of Shopify? I ran Funnelish, but I feel like the checkout is not familiar to people. What is your opinion to this? I mean, we running on Funnelish and it converts well, and people are buying from Funnelish. So for us, it's working very well. Alexander Lucas, I would just model. There's many great advertisers that are currently running on Funnelish. You can see it by their funnel design, but their order forms and stuff. So I would just model their designs. People are definitely buying from Funnelish, and conversion rates for us on Funnelish are very, very good. And also average order value is higher because you have more customizations that you can do in your funnel than you have, let's say, with Shopify. And Jim Palera, my man, my Facebook Ads Manager is showing purchases, but there is no sales. Is this a pixel problem? Is this a pixel problem? That could be a pixel problem, or just the attribution software. But yeah, it's probably like a pixel problem, Jim. Yep. Okay, so if you were starting all over again, how would you focus on learning copywriters? Focus on learning about copywriting video ads, because I finally point my websites are super converting, but my ads are so, except one amazing one. Reliable speed. Great question, as always. So copywriting videos, rewrite those, transcribe those. I used the tool called Get Hooked. That allows me to pretty much like get a transcript from a specific video, get a transcript from the video, like download the ad, transcribe the video, rewrite it slightly for your own product, and then over time you'll become good at it and you'll be able to write your own scripts from scratch, right? But initially you just copy. Like initially you don't reinvent the wheel. You just pretty much recreate what's already working with slight variations. And then over time, as you get better at it, then you can write your own scripts from scratch. I have an official email set up for suppliers to get approval about purchases of their inventory to wholesale FBA, but not getting any purchase. I'm not familiar with this model. I know people using this model to resell, brands on Amazon. I don't like that model because it's like it's capital investment in the inventory that might not even sell. So yeah, Shahid, I would ask someone who's done that before, who's kind of like good with this. But that's not the business model that I'm familiar with. Reliable speed, sir. About metrics was the results. Impressions were 2,031. CPC was 68 cents. CTR was 3%. Add to cart was 5. To start checking out. Spend $50. No sales. 2 days. Should I keep testing it? Okay, so the biggest drop off here. So CTR and click-through rate is good. Add to cart 5. Yeah, I would install like Clarity or Hotjar. Microsoft Clarity. It's the name of the tool. Microsoft Clarity. Just Google it, install it, so that you can monitor the sessions of people on your website. You see maybe there are certain places where they're getting stuck. I would test here. I mean, $50 is not a lot, and metrics definitely sound promising. So I would just test maybe like few more other audiences. And also I would implement basic cart abandonment sequences so that you recover some of those carts that have not completed the purchase. And that's, I don't know what's a price point for the product. Reliable speed, please let me know here, so that it gives me more context as well. All right, where do you find 3D animations for your VSLs? Like showing pain points in rat or skeleton for pain relief products. Haven't found a good place for these stock animations. You can get them from Shutterstock. They're pretty pricey. They're like $100 or even more, I believe. Or alternatively, you would hire someone on, let's say Fiverr, or Upwork to do 3D animations for you. That will probably cost you like $100 or a few $100s. So that is that's one of the more like pricey things. But try with Shutterstock if you find anything that's interesting. Shutterstock. All right. What's your opinion on credit card markets in EU? Which you can recommend that only uses credit card. I heard Italy, Switzerland, and France are good. Yeah, Switzerland is good. France is great as well. Italy, I believe, is heavy on cash on delivery, so it's not. That's at least from what I've heard. From our clients selling in Italy. But Switzerland, Germany is heavy on PayPal. I think in Netherlands you can do like Shopify payments that integrated with payment methods like natively, for specifically for Netherlands, Klarna or something, or Ideal. But France is definitely a good credit card market. That is very, very solid market. All right, so what are your thoughts on learning how to build a funnel for people? Is that a good skill to invest in? That is a phenomenal skill to invest in, because if you know how to do it, I mean, right now in our business, we're looking for funnel builders, like developers that can build funnels for us. There's always plenty of people that are looking to do that. So it's definitely a good skill. And if you don't apply it for your clients, you can always apply it for yourself. Uniquely Home, please DM me, so that give me more context so that I can help you. I have a question about whether to make metal ads on TikTok. What do you recommend? Metal ads, please let me know. Please give me like more context to what metal ads is. I was locked on Facebook. Is TikTok also good for drop shipping? You can always buy you can always get another profile on Facebook and continue advertising. I mean, it's one of the options. But TikTok is great. TikTok is great for drop shipping. It's cheaper costs in terms of the advertising. I mean, the pixel is not that great as Facebook. Scalability is also not there as Facebook, but it's definitely a good platform to get on. Where can I find winning products? I mean, my favorite tool for finding winning products is this one here. I'll drop it. It's called Get Hooked. There is like thousands of brands that you can just model. Like you can see all of their products, you can see all of their landing pages. So that is my favorite tool. Thank you so much for the diamond. Thank you, Waxing Queendom. Thank you very much. And we have some good questions here on YouTube. Have you had any clients selling in South Africa with just credit card? Heard it's untapped. It's definitely a great market. South Africa is a great market. It's not as scalable. It's not like you can do like tens of thousands of dollars per day there. But I mean, you can definitely do like a few $1,000s a day. It's a great market, and it's not competitive at all. All right, reliable speed. I get the product for $15.56 and I sell it for $62. That's a good margin, sir. That is a good margin. Yeah, with that kind of margin, I mean, you only need like 2 sales to start, breaking even. Yeah, implement some cart abandonment sequences, maybe some basic Google ads like brand search, and you should be able to get it done. Also, $62, like, give people, if you want the conversion rate to increase, give people like an extra, like, okay, if you buy like, give people like a free ebook or some free resource, or maybe some another product that is that they'll get for free if they're buying it, or if they buy 2 to get another product for free, buy 2 get 1 free. I would experiment with different offers, because usually it's one of the biggest kind of things that would get the purchases. We're mainly running advertorials in EU. Good stuff, Nain. Good stuff, sir. We're looking to expand in other markets besides the top 5, which you recommend mainly use credit card only, no PayPal or others. No PayPal or others. I mean, every company is using credit card to some extent. I mean, France 100%. I believe Finland, maybe Finland. I believe so. Maybe I'm wrong. We have a client in Finland doing like good numbers, like 400, I believe 400, 500K per month just in Finland. Very small country. Finland. What else? I mean, UK. Besides the top 5, okay. UK, you got there. That is a good question. I would even target, like, you can try Italy for sure. It just won't be as scalable if you don't use cash on delivery. It won't be as scalable. Spain, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Spain is a good market as well with credit cards. What else? It's a good question. I would just okay, let me see. Payment methods in European countries. Like, I've had this like great resource with different payment methods that people are using in different countries, and there was like a local payment culture. Okay, all right. All right, there you go. I found a resource. Digital wallet, credit card. Okay, EU, like in whole EU, you have 25% of people that are buying with a credit card. Credit card, France. Credit card, what is that? Oh, Netherlands. Actually, Netherlands for sure. Netherlands. You have Italy also credit card. Yeah, Poland is direct bank transfers. Shaleva 24. Blake. Austria is PayPal, bank transfers. Spain is credit card. Yes, Spain is credit card. I wish I could share this link here with you, but probably, let me see. Okay, yeah. Okay, I just dropped it. There. Check out like different payment options here. You can also save this and just go to this payment methods like in Europe, depending on the country. So we'll give you some good context. Ivan Pro Marquez. What do you think about Spanish market? I will launch a brand there. I think it's a great market, not very competitive. Yeah, that's what I would. That's I've heard very good things about Spanish market. I mean, the beauty about some of these markets, like if you come into those markets with like advertorials or some more kind of like sophisticated like landing pages, like you will probably just destroy everyone there because the competition is almost non-existent. So SIG will test Finland and France. Let's go. Try Spain as well, sir. And see, what about testing different audiences? For example, I can target moms, girls, and boyfriends. I should test in the same ads or different ad group, or I'll confuse the performance of the ads. Reliable speed. Good question. If you have different angles, I would just kind of like segment it somehow. Maybe in like different ad groups or something, right? Because then you'll need to target them differently. Because let's say if you have different ad copy to appeal for moms, then it will be probably different ad copy that you want to use to appeal to boyfriends or girlfriends and stuff like that. So I would have those in different. I would have those like in different ad sets, right? So then the targeting option will be different, and then the ad copy and the creative itself will be different. So yeah, that's what I would do, and probably landing page too. Like if your messaging is so different on different platforms. All right, Instagram. Instagram. All right, which cryptocurrency coin do you think will rise this month? I have no fucking idea. And I'm just, I'm investing long term, like in some of the ones that have longer term potential. I believe, I don't know, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm not crypto trading. Like my trading is like Facebook ads. So that's my day trading. All right, give me some money. Okay. Khan, Rafi, my man, like please earn it, sir. Please earn it. Get a skill, get people to pay for it, and that's how you make the money. My man, Shahroz, my man, Mr. Dapper. I don't know what Dapper is. I hope it means something good. If not, I'll come to you, Chicago. Shahroz. When we're meeting again, I'm here in Miami. Sir. Hit me up, sir. All right. How much capital do I need to start with advertorials compared to just basic product page drop shipping? It's the same. I mean, you testing. I mean, in terms of testing, it's the same. But I mean, you would have to test. You'd have to test the. Have to put together the funnels, and you'd have to put together these advertorials. So that can have some extra expense. You can hire someone for like $50-$100 to build advertorial for you if you don't know how to do that. But that's pretty much the main difference. And then the copy, right? Like you have to write the copy. So copy, like writing copy, is more like kind of like skill that you develop over time. I think modeling. Again, some modeling, some other like advertorials that are working for other people. Don't copy it. Don't copy it. Just model as a starting point. In terms of the capital, I mean, that will be the difference. But if you hire someone as a copywriter to write your advertorial, I'm not sure like if that person would perform very well because it's something that ideally you learn to do it yourself. Right, because then you can hire good people, you can train good people, but it's very hard to hire someone to write like advertorial for you and that will actually convert. So yeah, that is that would be my answer. Enter Space Digital, sir. Thank you so much for the question. Nain, I would love some more interviews with people mainly focused advertorials. Many of those coming. Edin Lechina, he is a G. He is a great guy. Thank you, Nate. Thank you so much. I will definitely bring many of those in. My man Harvey, if you remember, if you watched that one, he was amazing. All right. So, Kartik, can you give me a roadmap for how to prevent any eventuality of having Facebook ads account banned? What's the best practice? You had once mentioned about creating BM with an account, and then you can just buy the whole setup. Kartik, please DM me on Instagram. I'll see how I can help you with that. But you can buy the BM, you can buy the profile, all those things. Everything's for sale. Everything's for sale. Or if you have a good profile, just create a BM there. You can host a pixel there, right? So then let's say your main BM gets shut down, you can share the pixel with another BM or another ad account, but you preserve all of the data. How is Indian Recon Gamer? How is Indian market to jump in? Indian market is great. Massive market, mostly cash on delivery. I think quite complex from the logistical standpoint. However, massive market, big opportunity. I would just learn from someone who actually does it. That's the best way to do it. Learn from someone who's actually operating in those markets. Pay them for their time. Pay them for some consulting, and accelerate that learning process. Reliable speed. Another great question from you. Is there a formula for testing different offers? Not talking about the free gifts, volume, discount, or BOGOs. Is there a way to get good at it? I would model your best performing competitors, as a starting point. And over time, it's just what else can you offer? What else can you offer that has little cost to you, but has a very high perceived value to a customer? I don't know, community for people, maybe ebooks, maybe a free course on specific topic that helps them to achieve the objective faster. Maybe a free call after they buy the product to give them some more direction on how to use the product. So obviously that will be more applicable for more expensive products, so that your cost associated with it makes sense. If you're selling $20 products, there's not much that you can do. But your product $62, I believe, if that was yours. $62. So yeah, just make the second offer more appealing. Make the second offer buy two and get one free, or add some more of these kind of digital products as additional bonus to get higher conversion rates on that offer. What's your opinion, Nain? What's your opinion using AI ChatGPT to write advertorials by feeding it 50 plus other advertorials in the same niche, so it learns how to write them, and then you just clean it up afterwards? There you go. You just outlined kind of good process. Yeah, definitely use it. It's a great way to get started. It won't be ready to go for sure, but it will definitely give you some good foundation. Alternatively, you can just rewrite section of advertorial after one section of advertorial after another. That's also how you can get it done. But that is a good way to speed up the process. Kartik, so much respect. Thank you so much. Deep. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kartik. Thank you very much, sir. All right. What do you think about $20 product with $5 COGS that get customers on a monthly subscription? Can you make that work with Meta acquisition costs? Yes, you can make it work. You can make it work. But what would be the subscription rate? One product that made it work is Rise Superfoods. If you look at it, you will probably lose some money in the first months until your subscription kicks in. Yeah, it's kind of, and the product also. If people only buying this product, and everyone would have to take the subscription in order to buy the product, so literally you're not selling it just as one-time offer, then your cost per acquisition will probably be higher. You'll probably lose money on the first transaction, right? So the only way that makes sense is when the subscriptions start to kick in, and then it's kind of flowing from there. Alternatively, you can have the front-end product and then have the subscription as a first OTO. That's another as a first upsell, basically. so that way you can still be break even or profitable in the front end, and then just get subscribers on the back end. With this approach, like if you're just pushing subscription on the front end, then yeah, it probably will be just lost for the first few months, and you would have to calculate the churn. It's kind of like more risky approach, but if you have some capital and you just want to kind of I would do some financial modeling here. I would just do some financial modeling, what kind of cost you would have to hit in order for this to make sense for you. Definitely would be higher capital investment decision. There will be definitely will take some tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars until you break even, in my experience. Denise, thank you so much for the question. Is your advertorial still required in Europe? Does Shopify pages convert better? What's your experience? What's your experience very different to the US market? Didn't see anyone running VSLs in Germany on Facebook ads. Oh man, it's good. Our clients are actively using VSLs in Germany. Maybe it's, I don't know how you search it, but definitely running advertorials in VSLs in Germany and doing very well. Is it required? Absolutely not. You can still do very well with standard Shopify product pages. I just like to have more like higher average order value, more education about the product, especially if it's in health beauty niche. For that reason, I like VSLs and advertorials. What style of advertorial? Oh, that's a good question. Boshiesti. What style of advertorial have you seen work the most? For example, review advertorial style, story style. Model the best ones in the market. Change it, move it around. That's what I would recommend. Story ones I have seen working the best. The most scalable ones. If it hits, like, you can scale it heavy. How are you preparing for Q4? Which market is going to focus besides US? Do you translate your funds into EU to maximize everything? If so, which other countries besides top 5 you'll focus on? Name. So good questions. It is. We're just buying inventory. US is still the main focus. We don't go like too. We don't dilute ourselves too much. There is so much potential in the United States from the enterprise value of the company. If we're selling in the US market, it has the biggest upside, because usually the investors, they're looking to buy companies that are selling in the US. Just the biggest market, the biggest scalability, biggest scalability in this market. And so for us, and we're not just doing something to milk and profit. We're doing this for the long-term value of the company. And so for us, it's just these markets like UK, Canada, US is the biggest one, and Australia. These are the markets we're selling in. All right. Can you tell us again what website you use for product research? Yes, it's called Get Hooked, and I'll drop it here. This app here, I love it. It has so much data on different brands. Pretty much scans like thousands, tens of thousands of ads on a daily basis. Gives you all of those ads. Like you can scan and spam like pretty much on any spy on any brand. We'll give you all of the best performing ads. We'll give you pretty much all of their ads the moment they start introducing new ads. It will populate for you, so you don't have to just check on that library like 10 times a day, and then helps you to replicate the scripts that they have for your own products. So pretty much shortcuts many of the things that you would do manually. Nain, but Finley said it declined to 500 per month there. He was manually using credit cards only with advertorials or normal product page. I would have to confirm with him, Nain. I would have to confirm. That's a good question. I have no idea. I'll have to ask him. But he's in our ESS program. So yeah, if you wanna join us in ESS, would be great to have you. You're asking some very good questions. Would be like great having these conversations one-on-one. enterprise digital. When doing funnels with advertorials, would you drive the traffic to a landing page advertorial and then to Shopify product page, or to checkout page built on ClickFunnels or Funnelish? Landing page advertorial, landing page and advertorial. And then with retargeting, we're driving people either to Shopify website or we're driving them to the order form on Funnelish. All right, reliable speed. Another one, good one. What were the biggest challenges you faced when starting your dropshipping journey? How did you overcome it? I mean, lack of capital. That's why I was, working as a freelancer, making money, like doing service for other people, accumulated the capital, and then invested in my own brand, my own like stores, pretty much not brand at that point, just dropshipping stores. And then, other just mindset, like not believing that it's possible. So being like a service provider is seeing these businesses from the inside just gave me like perspective on what's possible. I think that's very important. Mindset will be probably the biggest bottleneck in business at any stage, right? People even like achieve success and then sabotage themselves. It happens all the time. And that is the biggest one. So I think surrounding yourself by the right kind of people, putting yourself in the right environment where everyone is like growth oriented, wants to grow, wants to build, wants to create better life for themselves. I think that is one of the most important things that will impact your mindset. Just moving out of, if you're living with parents or with family that's not supporting you, I think moving out is also very helpful. If you live in a country that's not very like productive, then, very like poor, pretty much, right? Like moving out of that country also the biggest, it has a big impact. Moving to a better environment. I would say like moving to a better environment has the biggest impact on your success. So thank you so much. Very good question. Reliable speed. Have you or your clients had good success with maintaining stock photo images or customer avatar pictures like Maxi? You already know. Or if so, what do you think about how far it can go with terms of rev? You can do like solid numbers. You can do like 10, 20K a day, right? Above that is probably, you would have to test them a lot, like because they burn out quicker than videos or good VSLs. So they burn out quicker. So you'd have to introduce more of them. But yeah, 10, 15, 20K a day for sure. For sure, you can do with that. And then if you're doing this like in different countries, it kind of adds up. You can get to 50, 100K a day. But videos is from scalability standpoint, VSLs is a lot better. Nain, you already know, like everyone. You already know Maxi. Great comments. Nain, DM me on Instagram, sir. DM me on Instagram. I'll drop my Instagram here. It would be great to connect with you. See how we can collaborate. I'll drop my Instagram here. Guys, I'll wrap up. I have some work to do. I have business to run, and that is So that's my Instagram. Please, guys, DM me on Instagram. It's Alex Faratov, 3F at the end. If you need help like scaling your e-commerce business, just being in the right environment, in the right community, then we have some options for you. So BBAs for people that are just starting out, Brand Builders Academy, and getting to 1K a day or more. And then ESS is for killers, that focus mostly on advertorials, VSL, direct response, just great people. And so that's inside of the ESS. Just let's connect, not here to sell. I'm here to provide value, connect with good people. So thank you so much, Reliable Speed. Thank you very much, Boshi, sir. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Amazing questions. Thank you, Instagram as well. Didn't cover all the Instagram questions, I think, but we will we will do that later on the next one. And I appreciate you guys. Amazing questions. Yeah, we keep building. Let's get back to building, and I'll see you guys next time.